I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on!
Hello everybody and welcome back to DC Central, and in today's video I want to do a little bit of a channel update video for you guys, just to let you know what's happening with the channel, why things have changed, what's going on, because obviously things are a little bit different than what I was expecting a few months ago, and I think it's about time that I address it. So in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, or you need a reminder, if you remember back a few months ago, around December time, I said that I was actually going to be leaving YouTube and was going to be leaving this channel behind, simply for the reasons that I felt like Arrow, with that ending, that chapter of my life had almost ended in a way, and I kind of wanted to, you know, kind of progress on from that. And also, at that point in time, I felt like my passion and my desire for these shows had depleted quite significantly, than a couple of years ago when I was doing this. So, what's happened? What's changed? I mean, I don't want you guys to think that I was clickbaiting you back then or anything like that, because honestly, like truthfully, sincerely, that video was not clickbait. Back then, when I made that video, when I made that announcement, it's something I had thought about for a while. It's something that I came to the conclusion to, and I thought, yes, I am going to leave, and that was that. And that was the announcement video. I said I would leave once Arrow ended, and that was the plan. However, things changed as time's gone on. My kind of love for these shows has actually gone back up again. I think at the point in time when Arrow was ending, I was so heavily focusing on Arrow because obviously I love that show, it's my favourite show of all time. I had to sort of focus on that. So the other shows I didn't really care for them as much, because all I was caring about was Arrow in its final season. But now that Arrow's gone, I've actually been able to focus on the other shows a little bit more and really start to appreciate them a bit more. And I've really gone back into it, hence why I've been reviewing them a lot more. And also Crisis really brought me back around, because Crisis, you know, if you remember my first Crisis review where I did like the first 3 episodes, I was pretty negative on it, and I still feel the same. I mean, I need to do a rewatch of Crisis, I'm going to do that soon, but you know, that early portion of Crisis was quite underwhelming for me, but the second half of Crisis, my god, was fantastic, and it really got me back into it. And what it did for the universe, you know, it really got me invested again, because all the shows became affected. Like, obviously we knew Flash was going to deal with it quite a bit, but I didn't expect Supergirl to deal with it in a way that it did, and it made Supergirl so much more interesting, because season 5 hasn't been the best season, it's not been the strongest season, but they've really just gone for it in season 5 post-Crisis, and it's made it so entertaining. Even Legends of Tomorrow, which was a show I was not expecting to like in Season 5. You know, Season 4, you guys will know, I hated. But Season 5 has really come back around. Season 5, while it still isn't quite at the heights of like Season 2 and Season 3 for me, it's still really fun, and I'm really enjoying watching it. Just a quick note about Legends of Tomorrow. The reason why I haven't reviewed Legends of Tomorrow this season yet is because it's a very difficult show to review now. This is getting really weird, the sun's coming in. But it's a very difficult show to review these days, because it's basically a full-on comedy show now. While I don't think it's as comedy-centric as Season 4 was, it's still in that style of writing, so it's a difficult show to review individually, because, you know, each episode isn't really following on from an overall story arc. It's kind of a lot more... Each episode has its own thing, its own jokes, its own character arcs, and then in the next episode you get something different. So that's why I haven't really reviewed Legends, because it's kind of difficult to review. It's a difficult show to talk about, especially when you compare it to stuff like Supergirl and The Flash, which have these big overlying narratives and all the different character threads that, you know, weaving into one another. Legends doesn't really have that. So I might get back to reviewing Legends when it comes back, maybe. I don't know, I'll have a look, but every time I've gone to review Legends, I've always sat there and I'm just like, I don't know what to say about it. And that's why I haven't reviewed Legends. And then in regards to the other shows, Batwoman, I'm actually catching up on at the moment, because Batwoman is actually now airing here in the UK. So basically my plan is to catch up with Batwoman as it airs here in the UK, and then I'll be in time for Season 2 releasing, and I can review it from therein. And Black Lightning, I'm also catching up on. Season 3 has just released here on Netflix in the UK, so I'm going to catch up with that, and then that also means I can be ready for Season 4 of Black Lightning. So the plan is to kind of, you know, I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm here, I'm still here, and I'm still going to be making videos mostly on DC TV content, as, you know, I really feel like that is something I should be doing. And it's something that I've really found love for again, and something that I'm really enjoying doing again. So I'm not leaving YouTube, I'm still here, and I'm still going to be operating on DC Central. Now, I do want to talk about a couple other things, though. For one, I want to talk about some new content that I'm going to be bringing to the channel. Firstly, I want to talk about different kind of shows and things like that I'm going to be bringing into the channel. Now, this isn't going to be taking over DC, this isn't going to be, you know, removing that. That's still DC TV, the Arrowverse. It's still the mainstay. It's still the main focus of the channel. That is what I will prioritize above all else, of course. But what I want to do is I want to talk about some other things that perhaps you guys will be interested in, other nerd culture shows, stuff like The Mandalorian, which is just released here in the UK on Disney+. We've finally got Disney+ here in the UK, and we have The Mandalorian. And while I haven't reviewed The Mandalorian on this channel because I just feel like it's a bit late, I think it's a bit pointless, I'm thinking about reviewing some other stuff that we get on Disney+, such as, you know, the upcoming Falcon and Winter Soldier series that we'll be getting, or the Loki series, or the WandaVision series, or even in the future when we get that what's his name? The guy from Rogue One, whose name is escaping me. You know, we're getting a show on his character. You know, I could do videos on that, you know, individual episodes of that. So, what do you guys think about that? You know, what kind of shows do you want me to focus on? I'm thinking about delving into some other kind of superhero-esque stuff, you know, whether it is just other stuff on DC stuff, or other Marvel stuff, Star Wars, whatever it may be. I'm just thinking about introducing more stuff like that. And I don't know when it's going to happen necessarily. You know, I don't know when that will happen and when it will fully get integrated into the channel. But it's just something I'm thinking about, something that I'm kind of experimenting with, just to keep the content on the channel a bit more fresh and a bit more up to date. So what do you guys think about that? Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you want to see more, you know, sort of expansive content outside of DC TV, or would you rather just keep this Arrowverse focused? Whatever you want to do, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Just sort of read the room. And the other announcement I want to make is a brand new series I've got coming to this channel, which I'm very excited to do. I'm going to be doing a big Arrow rewatch from start to finish. The reason why I'm doing this is because Arrow does make up a lot of the viewership on this. I know a lot of you guys are really big fans of Arrow, and I know most of you watched my Arrow videos above all else. I know you really enjoy the Arrow content on the channel. And with Arrow gone, I feel like a big bit of this channel, like the big heart of this channel, was always Arrow, and that's missing now. And given the fact that it looks like the spin-off is likely not going to happen, it still might. You know, we might find out in May at the non-upfronts that it is happening. But as of right now, my prediction, I don't think Green Arrow and the Canaries is going to happen. That's my prediction. So with that, I mean, even if Green Arrow and Canaries does get confirmed, I'm still doing this anyway. But I want to do a big Arrow rewatch so we can keep Arrow in the channel. And basically what I'm going to do is, starting very soon, I don't exactly know when it will be, just keep your eyes open. It'll be sometime soon for the first episode. But what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to go through Arrow every single week and review each episode every week until we get through to the end of the show. Because I've always wanted to do a big rewatch of Arrow anyway. I wanted to wait until the season was, you know, until the show was over, of course. And you know, I really want to just go in depth and review each and every single episode because I love the show so much. I know you guys love the show, and I don't want it to leave the channel. So it's a way of keeping Arrow on the channel without having Arrow on the air necessarily. So it's going to be a weekly series where every week I'll review one episode of Arrow, you know, in order from season 1 all the way up to season 8. Because while I started making videos on Arrow in season 5, I didn't actually start reviewing the show until season 7. So that's basically 6 seasons of episodes to review, and then I'm even going to go back and re-review all the episodes from season 7 and season 8 as well, but that is not going to be for a very, very long time. So, you know, and I think that's good because it means my opinion might change on different episodes, or I might feel a different way about certain episodes, and it's going to be cool to see that. So that's the announcement. We're getting a brand new series on this channel where I'm going to be reviewing every single episode of Arrow from the start all the way to the end. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that because the first episode will be up fairly soon. I don't want to make a exact, prediction release date. I don't know when I'm going to release it quite yet, but it's going to be very soon. So make sure you keep your eyes locked onto the channel and hit that notification bell, as I always say, so you don't miss the upload because it'll be up very soon. So anyway, that's basically everything. That's what I wanted to say in this channel update. You know, 3 main bullet points that you want to remember. I'm not leaving, I'm still here. I'm potentially doing some new content on things like Marvel, Star Wars, and more DC content. And a new Arrow series is coming where I'm going to be watching every single episode from start to finish. What do you guys think about all these ideas? Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you want to see more DC content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload from me. And hope to see you guys again next time.